What's up, everybody? How you doing? We're back again with another one, and today we're checking out Eminem's song called "Sing for the Moment." It's an official music video. It is the explicit version. I don't like the clean versions because all the bleeping out and stuff that just annoys me. But but we're gonna do our best to try and break down some of these bars. Disclaimer: yes, I have heard the song before. It was on the Eminem show back in 2003. I mean, who hasn't heard that song? It was like in the early 2000s. It was everywhere, wasn't it? And I think it's just such a great song. It's sample. It's got Eminem took the sample from Aerosmith. From Aerosmith's song "Dream On," and I think it's just an absolute classic song. In my opinion, I think it's such a timeless song. So, with that said, without further ado, let's just dive into it. And so I love this build up, just with that instrumentation, that ding, 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 ding. It's just so good. It's big up to Aerosmith. I've never reacted to any Aerosmith, but if you want to see me react to some Aerosmith, especially Dream On, let me know in the comments down below.
These ideas are nightmares to white parents whose worst fear is a child with dyed hair and who likes earrings. Like whatever they say has no bearing. It's so scary in a house that allows no swearing to see him walking around with his headphones blaring, alone in his own zone, cold and he don't care. He's a problem child, and what bothers him all comes out.
So it's saying that oh, if he's just walking, he's just blocking everything out. He's got his headphones on, listening to hip hop, listening to rap music, and blocking everything else out around him. But because he's listening to hip hop, then he's a problem child. I think that's what he's getting out there. But it's like there's no like clever double entendres in this. There's no no clever wordplay. This is Eminem storytelling and just basically speaking his truth, from how he sees it from his perspective. So
it allows no swearing to see him walking around with his headphones blaring, alone in his own zone, cold and he don't care. He's a problem child, and what bothers him all comes out when he talks about his fucking dad walking out. Cause he hates him so bad that he blocks him out. If he ever saw him again, he'd probably knock him out. His thoughts are whack.
So do you know what? I can't even imagine what that feeling must be like to have a parent, just to walk out of your life and just have nothing to do with you. I can't imagine what that was like, what that must have felt like. And Eminem's always been very open and honest about how he feels about his dad. And he just has so much resentment towards him that if he ever did see him, it probably would knock him out, probably. But then again, he probably won't because he'll get sued. So probably not. But
blocks him out. If he ever saw him again, he'd probably knock him out. His thoughts are whacked. He's mad, so he's talking back, talking black, brainwashed from rock and rap. He sags his pants, blue rags, and a stocking cap. His stepfather hit him, so he socked him back and broke his nose. His house is a broken home. There's no control. He just lets his emotions go.
Just the way just Eminem, just the way that he just, because in the song, everything what he's saying is making it just clear. It's not rapping fast. It's just, just what his delivery is. Just, it's like a slower delivery because he's really trying to get you to listen. He wants you to hear what exactly what he's saying, and also, and he's again, storytelling, and and most of this, like this song in itself, is just about like his reflection on his music, and how music like gives people a voice who, and how to overcome like hard times and difficult times in life, and it just gives people a voice where they felt like they didn't have a voice. But music can give you that power. It can give you that strength, just the motivation to get through everything. It's just, and that's not just hip hop either. That's all music in general. And what I also love about this hook as well, it's like from Aerosmith, for Dream On, is that it's got like the, just reinforcing that, that, what's the word? Just sort of, but it reinforces that thing of like a perseverance through pain, and it just, what I mean? It's just, that's like the whole theme of this song. And Eminem talks about the criticism, the misunderstanding of his lyrics, and who he is as a person. He wants like he appreciates his fans, but he wants his fans to know that he's not like the role model that they think he is, or people trying to make him out to be. That he is a human being, he is a person, and stuff like that. So it's not a superhero. Do you know what I mean?
House is a broken home. There's no control. He just lets his emotions go. Entertainment is changing, intertwining with gangsters. In the land of the killers, a sinner's mind is a sanctum.
Oh, I just love that. Like, entertainment is changing. Entertainment is, it's just talking about like the landscape of entertainment and how much is evolving, it's changing, and stuff like that. And but I just love that though. That's a great metaphor. Like especially that line where it says, entertainment is changing, intertwining with gangsters, and the land of the killers, a sinner's mind's a sanctum. Oh, what a fucking metaphor. That was insane.
Entertainment is changing, intertwining with gangsters. In the land of the killers, a sinner's mind is a sanctum. Holy or unholy, only have one homie. Only this gun, lonely, cause don't anyone know me. Yet everybody just feels like they can relate. I guess words are a motherfucker. They can be great, or they can degrade, or even worse, they can teach hate. It's like these kids hang on every single statement we make, like they worship us.
It's acknowledging that words can be great, but they can also degrade. So it's acknowledging that how powerful words can be, and how much words can make people laugh, they can make people cry, they can upset, they can do all sorts. Words can do so much. They can uplift, or they can really degrade and bring people down and inspire people into depression. It can do also. I love the fact that Eminem is acknowledging that.
I guess words are a motherfucker. They can be great, or they can degrade, or even worse, they can teach hate. It's like these kids hang on every single statement we make, like they worship us. Plus all the stores ship us platinum. Now how the fuck did this metamorphosis happen? From standing on court.
So they're like, the kids are hanging on to every word religiously. It's like, because I feel that if you can relate to something so much, you can relate to something, and you hang on to every word and every detail, as because you are, you identify with it and you relate. But also it's, because I think it's just talking about hang on, let me just bring it back.
It's like these kids hang on every single statement we make, like they worship us. Plus all the stores ship us platinum. Now how the fuck did this metamorphosis?
Yeah, it's talking about his responsibility and his influence of those music has on people, and is really acknowledging that. And it's just, this song itself is a great concept. It's a great concept, like perseverance through pain. It's fantastic.
Like they worship us, plus all the stores ship us platinum. Now how the fuck did this metamorphosis happen? From standing on corners and porches just rapping, to having a fortune, no more kissing ass. But then these critics crucify you, journalists try to burn you, fans turn on you, attorneys all wanna turn it
to this, back to what I was saying earlier. It's like now it's addressing like the critics and like his criticism over his music, and say that Eminem's music is basically like a bad influence, and it's causing people to do things that it shouldn't be doing, and which Eminem's explained that that's not the case. But Eminem's talking about it is like the criticism that he gets and how misunderstood that he is, and because he's been, critics, even politicians, have always been trying to shut Eminem down, but they don't understand him. But that's their fault. That's not Eminem's fault. It's not it's not his fault that he's so misunderstood. It's because people just don't get it. There's people that just. Yeah.
Now how the fuck did this metamorphosis happen? From standing on corners and porches just rapping, to having a fortune, no more kissing ass. But then these critics crucify you, journalists try to burn you, fans turn on you, attorneys all wanna turn it to get their hands on every dime you have. They want you to lose your mind every time you mad, so they can try to make you out to look like a loose cannon.
Yeah, they want you to do that. They like provoke you so much that if then you get to the point where you just had enough and you just lose it, and then they make you out to look like the bad guy, and then you know what I mean. Then it's you know what I mean. Then it's your him. Like they paint this picture of you as all over the media and everything as this like loose cannon, just. He's gone fucking balmy, It's just crazy. It's a crazy world. Even though the people, the ones that fucking provoke you, they're the fucking bad guys. But
lose your mind every time you mad, so they can try to make you out to look like a loose cannon. Any dispute won't hesitate to produce handguns. That's why these prosecutors wanna convict me, strictly just to get me off of these streets quickly. But all they kids be listening to me religiously, so I'm signing CDs while police fingerprint me. They're for the judge's order, but it's grudges against me. If I'm such a fucking menace, this shit doesn't make sense, B. It's all political. If my music is literal and I'm a criminal, how the fuck can I raise a little girl?
That's a great point. If Eminem is as bad as what they was like trying to make him out to be, how can he raise a little girl? How can he raise a daughter? Do you know what I mean? How can he raise kids? If his daughter now, college, married, got kids, got a child, doing really well. She's got her own podcast and everything. She's doing really well. Like, and all his kids are. So if Eminem is really as bad as what they say he is, how would he be able to raise kids? He can't.
If my music is literal and I'm a criminal, how the fuck can I raise a little girl? I wouldn't be fit to. You're full of shit too, Guerrera. That was a fist that hit you.
So what he's talking about there, with that you're full of shit too, Guerrera. That was a fucking fist that hit you. He's that incident. If you remember that incident with his ex-wife Kim and the bouncer John Guerrera, and Eminem was accused of pistol whipping him and hitting him with the I think it was the handle of the gun, which actually and he didn't. That was Eminem. He punched him. He didn't hit him with a gun, but the bouncer tried to accuse him of that, and Eminem went to court about that over that, and I think he got so many years of probation or something, and what have you. But So that right there, it's just interesting because when it gets to that near the end of the verse, where he says, "And you're full of shit too, Guerrero. That was a fucking fist that hit you." And then, like, is the shot with Eminem is looking directly at the camera when he says it, and he says it with such intensity and just, you know what I mean? It's like he really means it. Like, I mean, like, you know, that he's speaking his truth. He's letting you know that this is what the truth is.
It's literal and I'm a criminal. How the fuck can I raise a little girl? I wouldn't be fit to. You're full of shit too, Guerrero. That was a fist that hit you.
And also there in the video, there's a lot of other artists there. No, we just saw Ludacris. No, we saw Obi Trice, D12, Exhibit, and we saw loads. You know, others.
Wouldn't be fit to. You're full of shit too, Guerrero. That was a fist that hit you. They say music can alter moves and talk to you. Well, can it load a gun up for you and cock it too? Well, if it can, and the next time you assault.
So that's interesting. It's just where he says, they say music can alter moods and talk to you. Well, if it can, then hang on, let me just bring it back.
They say music can alter moves and talk to you. Well, can it load a gun up for you and cock it too?
That's a very good point. Like, you know, they say music can alter moods and talk to you. Well, if that's true, then can it talk to you? But can it load a gun for you and cock it too? Exactly. Does music make somebody actually do that? Can music actually load a gun and cock it too? No. So I feel like when somebody goes out to commit a horrendous crime, like shoot somebody or whatever, you know, that person was probably already a bit screwed up to begin with. You know, you can't just take a piece out of someone's music and all blame an artist's music. That's what inspired that person to go out and commit such a horrible crime. You know what I mean? Because if that person, you know, has the intention to go and commit a horrible crime, then he was pretty fucking screwed up to begin with. So the music didn't fucking screw him up. He was already that way. Do you know what I mean?
They say music can alter moves and talk to you. Well, can it load a gun up for you and cock it too? Well, if it can, and the next time you assault to do is tell the judge it was my fault and I'll get sued. See what these kids do is hear about us toting pistols and they want to get one because they think the shit's cool, not knowing.
So now it's just talking about like his influence and his responsibility as an artist. Like, and he's trying to really tell people that, you know, don't take everything that we say literally. Like when we talk about, guns, or, you know, not just Eminem, but for all hip hop artists. Like, don't take everything that they say literally, because at the end of the day, this is entertainment, this is their art, and this is their way of just expressing themselves. Because that's what music is. It's an artistic expression. It's an artistic of self-expression. But he's just pointing out that when we hear rappers talking about guns or violence and stuff like that, they're only expressing what they've from their experiences, what they've seen in the streets and stuff like that. So, but the most important thing is that not to take everything that they say literally, because at the end of the day, this is all entertainment. It's not meant to be taken to the extreme. About us toting pistols and they want to get one because
They think the shit's cool, not knowing we really just protecting ourselves. We entertainers, of course the shit's affecting our sales. You ignoramus, but music is reflection of self. We just explain it, and then we get our checks in the mail. It's fucked up, ain't it? How we can come from practically nothing to being able to have any fucking thing that we wanted. That's why we sing for these kids who don't have a thing except for a dream and a fucking rat magazine, who post pin-up pictures on their walls all day long, idolize their favorite rappers and know all their songs. Or for anyone who's ever been through shit in their lives, so they sit and they cry at night, wishing they died. So they throw on a rap record and they sit and they vibe with nothing to you but with the fucking shit in their eyes. That's why we seize the moment, try to freeze it and own it, squeeze it and hold it, cause we consider these minutes golden. And maybe they'll admit it when we're gone. Just let our spirits live on through our lyrics that you hear in our songs, and we can sing with them.
Again, but this hook from Aerosmith, which, and I love the fact that Eminem just took that sample, and because I feel like, like rap music and rock music blend so well together, it gels so well together, and it's phenomenal, because even the original song by Aerosmith, sung by Steven Tyler, is just amazing. It's an amazing song even just by itself, Dream On. But I like what Eminem did that, and he took that sample. Well, he didn't just take it, obviously he got permission and all that stuff and a license for it, obviously, but he took that's Dream On sample and created Sing for the Moment, and just what a fucking song. And to me, in my opinion, this song is absolutely timeless. It doesn't matter what era you hear this song in, whether it's you heard it back in the early 2000s in 2003, or you just only hearing it now for the first time. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what era. You could hear it from 10 years from now, 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now, and it'll still be relevant, and it's still, it's a timeless classic. It's absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. Absolutely. Just wow. Yeah, but that was just absolutely amazing. Just I just love the whole theme of the song, and it's really just like Eminem reflecting on his music and music in general, and just talking about how music can give people a voice through to get through like difficult times in difficult lives, and through hard times, and also his responsibility as an artist, and his influence, the criticism, and the how in his why is so misunderstood, stuff like that, and it's all and then that's all summed up just by Aerosmith's hook, just like perseverance through pain, and it's just absolutely fantastic, and it's just absolutely amazing. But well, let me know your thoughts. What's your thoughts on this song? When did you hear this song? Did you hear it in the early 2000s, in 2000, like when it was released, or are you only just hearing it now? You know, let me know what you think, your thoughts on this, and how this song, how you feel about this song, and has it helped you through difficult times? And yeah, and what have you. Either way, let me know in the comments down below. I appreciate you for watching. It's very kind of you. I really do, genuinely do appreciate that. And if you enjoy the video, feel free to smash the thumbs up. And yeah, and you want to see more videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button with the notifications on, so that we can keep growing and keep doing this. So that said, I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now. Cheers. Peace. I'm out. Peace.